Konnichiwa mina, boku wa Jeremy desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. And I hope that you are well. It's been a couple of days since I did another video, but at least trying to get back into the swing of things, because before it was a big long stretch, which is really weird. Still taking Extreme Antler and Maximum Shred. I haven't checked my size and stuff lately on my arms. I mean, it was just a couple days ago, so maybe another few days, we'll see. But I wanted to tell you guys, I went, actually, I got a phone call from Megan the other day. She was up at a used bookstore underneath Superstore in Kamloops here. I forget the name of it. It's been there for a while, though. One of the last used bookstores. It might even be the only one left in town. I don't know. But they have other things like DVDs and stuff there, too. And she said that they had Drawn Together there. So she put it on hold for me because they were only $10 each for each season. And I went and picked them up today. So I'm all excited. This Drawn Together Season 1. Drawn Together Season 2. And Drawn Together Season 3. Now, if you ever get the chance to look at or to check out Drawn Together, it is one of my absolute favorite shows, non-anime shows. Although it has anime elements to it, especially two of the characters, Xander, who is based loosely on Link from Legend of Zelda, and Ling Ling, which is based on Pikachu, a sociopathic battle monster. Now, Drawn Together is not for people under the age of 19 or... you know how when you watch South Park it has the warning at the beginning for saying that it's not to be watched by anyone, and then it kind of cuts off? Maybe it's like that too. Because whereas South Park has some limitations to some degree, Drawn Together not so much. They're very sexist and racist and age-cist and everything cyst that you can find. Incest. It's got everything in it. If you're a fan of toilet humor, which I will admit that I am, I love that kind of thing. Over-the-top toilet humor as well, as I am. Maybe it's a guy thing, I don't know. Then you will like Drawn Together. The fact also that there's like voice actresses and maybe voice actors, but voice actresses, two of them specifically that I'm thinking of, that do children's shows that are doing characters on this is phenomenal as well. Cree Summer, who is the voice of Penny from Inspector Gadget, and Tara Strong, who is the voice of everything. I mean, she's in My Little Pony. I don't know which one she voices in that. I know it's not Pinkie Pie. I don't know. Maybe it's Twilight Sparkle. I don't know. I'm not a brony, so... she's Timmy Turner in Fairly Odd Parents. She's Bubbles in the Powerpuff Girls. She's... she was one of the Hello Kitties. Also Karen Bernstein, who was Sailor Mercury originally, in the Deke English dub of Sailor Moon. She was also Hello Kitty. But just having that in there is great. Adam Carolla is Spanky Ham. Jess Harnell is Captain Hero. It's just a great ensemble cast. Jack Plotnick is Xander, who's actually, I think he's actually gay in real life, like Xander. And it's wonderful. So the premise of it, if you haven't heard of the show, it's like an animated Big Brother of sorts. TV's first animated reality TV series is what it's billed as. So you've got Princess Clara, who actually, maybe I can just pull these pictures up. So Princess Clara, voiced by Tara Strong, is the fairy tale princess who's kind of bigoted. She's musically inclined. She's like a Disney princess. She sings and all that kind of stuff. And she thinks that Foxy, who is a mystery-solving musician, if that's not a stereotype right there, she thinks that she's their servant in the first episode. It's kind of what the basis of it is, and so on. You've got Toot, who is also voiced by Tara Strong. So these two are voiced by Tara. This one kind of sounds like Bubbles, sort of. She's like a Betty Boop, sort of 1920s washed-up actress. And then you've got Xander here, who is the one that's like Lincoln. In the first couple episodes, he's adamant that he's not gay, that he's on a never-ending quest to save his girlfriend, which then eventually turns into a never-ending quest to save his boyfriend, which is the genie of the lamp. Captain Hero, who is insane, probably the most insane out of the entire crew, believe it or not. You've got Woldor Sockbat, who is Wacky Whatchamacallit, and Ling Ling. Okay, Wacky Whatchamacallit in the sense of being like a, what do you call it? SpongeBob SquarePants type. character. Sorry. Ling Ling here is the sociopathic battle monster. Looks like Pikachu. And you've got Spanky Ham, who's a crass internet download. And that's voiced by Adam Carolla. I'm not entirely sure the names of the voice actors that voice Woldor and Ling Ling. But the rest of them I have. Those two I'm not sure. I don't remember. But the guy that does Woldor is also the voice of the Jew producer, as they call him. That's actually his name on the show. And they've had like Sailor Moon kind of and other characters make cameos in there, or loosely based on some of these cartoon characters. And it's just raunchy, it's insane, it takes things far beyond any other television series I think that's even out there. And unfortunately, partially because of that, it only made it up to 3 seasons. And then they had the movie, which I think I have over here. No, I had it somewhere. I don't know where it went. Maybe it's down here. Anyway, I have the movie as well. Those are Power Rangers and musicals. Yeah. Anyway, so now I have the whole series, which is good. The movie was disappointing because it really did finalize a lot of stuff, and I really wish that they'd continue and make some more. I know the cast would totally be up for it. They've said it before many, many times, but I know like people like Tara is really, really busy all the time, and I'm sure Cree is as well. And Cree Summer was not only Penny on Inspector Gadget, she was also Susie Carmichael on Rugrats, and she was Elmira on Tiny Toons. Among other ones, and I can't think of who else, but yeah, so it's just weird. It's like the voice actors are growing up with us sort of thing, because I mean from my childhood these people were voicing it, but it just goes to show too, like you kind of put people on a pedestal a little bit, and you think of the way that you think of them as one character. Another one that comes to mind is Terry Hawks. Okay, she was she was the second voice actress to play Sailor Moon, and actually I would say right now in the English dub versions that are out there, she's probably the most loved. A lot of people really liked her portrayal of her. She played her from the Queen Beryl series through to the end of R and the 3 movies as well, before Linda Valentine took over for Sailor Moon S and Super S. And she went on to voice, I think she was pregnant, and I think that's why she didn't come back. And she wanted to focus more on her writing and directing and stuff, which is perfectly fine and understandable. There's a lot of actors that are like that. But she also went on and played Princess Cece of the animated series of the same name. It used to be on Teletoon. I'm not sure about Cartoon Network. But then there was another show, an adult show that used to be on, at least on Teletoon Late Night, which I think is the equivalent of Adult Swim in some ways. Maybe, except not anime related. I don't know. Late night, whatever. Adult shows. She was Franny on Quads as well. It's the show about the handicapped guy, Riley, and his band of misfit people. And I always thought it was funny that of the 4 main adult shows that used to be on Teletoon, kind of, like, aside from Duckman, of course, I love Duckman. Absolutely love Duckman. There was Quads, what the fuck were the other ones? Quads, Mission Hill, Undergrads, and the Oblongs. Those were the 4, and they used to play all the time. Love the Oblongs. Love Quads. Mission Hill was always for me, and Undergrads was fantastic. I really wished that Undergrads would have gotten at least a 2nd season, and I know that they're actively still pursuing it. They've been doing it for years. Maybe it's a bit dated now, maybe not, because there are a lot of college experiences that are still the same, but it would be great to see another one come out like that. But it was Quads that ended up getting the 2nd season, and yeah, I think it was just 2. But then they changed the voice of Spalding, and but yeah, Terry Hawks stayed on as Franny for that, and it's just funny, you know. I always thought that was hilarious to see that. But really, when you're a voice actor, I mean, it's not uncommon to do all sorts of things. You can go from doing a kids thing to dubbing over a porn from another country or something, maybe. I don't know. But yes, so I'm really excited to have Drawn Together. Can't wait. I've watched some of it on YouTube and stuff. What I'd really like to get my hands on are DVD sets of Today's Special, which of course is a kids show. And I love kids shows just as much as I love the raunchy cartoons and other stuff like that. But Today's Special and The Worst Witch. I watch The Worst Witch pretty much every day. The Worst Witch, Weird Sister College, and The New Worst Witch. I'm really excited to see how the new adaptation of the original Worst Witch series is going to be done, because Jill Murphy, the creator of the books, has said that there's a new one coming out. So that should be interesting to see. The movie was kind of shit. It came out in the 80s. This is long before Harry Potter, so before you Harry Potter people start flipping out about how it copied, you might want to think about the fact that The Worst Witch came out way before Harry Potter did. And actually, the lady that played Miss Hardbroom in the original series, what is her name now? I can't remember now. Kate Duchenne. She was offered a role in Harry Potter, probably as McGonagall, but she turned it down because she wanted to stay true to just staying as Miss Hardbroom. And then she didn't come back for the new Worst Witch when it was done back in Cackles again. They had a different actress playing Miss Hardbroom, and it was just really weird, kind of a disconnect. But they had the original Miss Cackle, so I wonder how the cast is going to be this time. Like, I don't know. I'm weird that way. I love watching these things. I don't like movies. I can't stand movies, but TV shows, certain ones, I really like them. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. I know I'm crazy. You know I'm crazy. We all know I'm crazy. But, yeah. I also have more room in my room. I'm excited. I moved my other weight bench out, so kind of have a mess over there, but it's not as cramped up as it was. I put it in our downstairs area where the fish tanks used to be. That was fun trying to get it over there. I had to take the whole thing apart and kept getting stuck in my door, but it's there, so our new roommate Curtis can use it, and Michael and Daniel and all of us, and yay. So, but I actually just got a membership at a new gym, No Limits Fitness, which is really close to my work. It's like literally 2 blocks away. It's a little more expensive, but it has like private steam rooms and the change rooms. It's got racquetball, which I don't play. It's got Bikram yoga, which I don't do. It's got boot camp, which I won't do either. So really, what's the point? But no, it's nice to have, and I know some people that go there too. So we'll see how it goes. I got a year membership, so hopefully these guns will be getting bigger. I don't know. It's all new to me. So one of those people that kind of just follows trends and just gives it a try and just sees how it goes, sees if I can actually do it. I was able to pretty much do the video every day last year, so I thought that I would try it again this year, except do something else with the fitness thing, and now I've gone into my ridiculous voice, what I think that Bostonians, or maybe New Yorkers, or maybe New Jersey people might sound like, even though it probably sounds horrible. But that's okay, because you're still watching, and I appreciate that. Anyway, I'm feeling a little bit weird tonight. I'm so sorry. I will let you guys go. Thank you for watching, and like I said, I highly recommend Drawn Together if you get a chance to watch it. And again, of course, if you're at least 18, because it does have a lot of adult content in it, like beyond adult content. But it's a lot of fun, and if you can just sit down and watch it just for the entertainment and the comedy, and get past all of the walls of like stereotypes and all that kind of stuff, and just enjoy it for what it is. Ridiculous comedy and just fun, stupid fun. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Alright, Jamat Mina, I will see you again maybe tomorrow, maybe in a few days. I have no idea, but I will see you whenever. Jamat Mina. Bye-bye.